we have to go. We're not scared, and we don't think about our life right now. We think about our country. That's the only thing.
You're ready to die for
I'm ready. Of course I'm ready.
Nagorno-Karabakh.
Everybody is ready. Everybody here is ready.
These Armenian army reservists are heading to the front line of a fight they see as a threat to their very existence. A dispute with Azerbaijan over the breakaway region of Nagorno-Karabakh. Nearly 3 decades of cross-border conflict between the two sides turned into an all-out war in September.
Is this your younger brother or older brother?
Younger brother.
And you are also going to go to
Of course.
Nagorno-Karabakh. When are you
A
going?
few days, 2 or 3 days.
You're fighting, your brother's going to go fight, your father's fighting. Isn't your mother worried about you guys? Aren't you scared?
No, we
Like
aren't
this?
scared. We aren't scared. We are very proud that we are going to protect our country. We know how to fight, yes, you know, and everybody here was served. We are not scared about war. We want peace for all over the world. But if they try our lands or our culture or our families, we will try to protect, and we will protect.
What about the Azerbaijanis on the other side who might say the same thing?
We don't start this war. I think that they are going to repeat the genocide, and that's why here everybody are going to the army, but they go because there is no choice.
For these young soldiers, the 1915 genocide, in which Ottoman Turks killed 1.5 million Armenians, is still very much an open wound. Now, Armenians are fighting to prevent Azerbaijan, Turkey's close ally, from taking control of Nagorno-Karabakh. During the fall of the USSR, the two former Soviet republics fought a bloody war for the territory. The fighting ended with a 1994 ceasefire after more than 30,000 people were killed, hundreds of thousands displaced, and Armenian forces left in control of Nagorno-Karabakh and surrounding areas. Nearly every country in the world recognizes the territory as part of Azerbaijan, despite its majority ethnic Armenian population, who want either independence or to join Armenia. Azerbaijan's president says his country won't accept anything short of the full withdrawal of Armenian forces from the area.
Biz dəfələrlə bəyan etmişik ki, Dağlıq Qarabağ əzəli tarixi Azərbaycan torpağıdır.
I've never seen anything quite like this. Just behind me is the border with Azerbaijan. A lot of people are headed in the direction of Nagorno-Karabakh. And all of the cars that are driving on this road are driving with their lights off because they're scared that they're going to be seen by Azerbaijani soldiers on the other side of the border and possibly fired upon.
2 weeks into the war, and the destruction in Nagorno-Karabakh's de facto capital, Stepanakert, is already widespread.
So, as you can see, these vehicles are severely damaged by the shelling and the rocket attacks that have been happening all day long. There's black smoke over in the distance. It has been near constant bombardment of the city, Stepanakert, since the morning.
Armo, a store owner in central Stepanakert, says he narrowly avoided a rocket strike that completely destroyed his neighbor's home.
Wow.
Ոչ լույս ունենք, ոչ գազ ունենք, ոչ ջուր ունենք, ոչ էլ հաց ունենք։ Լավա։ Չարմունք, ոչինչ, սաղ ենք։ Սաղ ենք։
While there's been attacks on both sides, oil-rich Azerbaijan purchases sophisticated military technology, including drones, from Israel and Turkey that clearly give it the upper hand. Azerbaijan doesn't report military casualties, but Armenia does, and it says it's lost more than 350 soldiers. The fear of Azerbaijan retaking control of Nagorno-Karabakh has also drawn in the Armenian diaspora. Dr. Armen Hagobjanian is a surgeon who flew from Los Angeles 2 days earlier. What are the extent of the injuries you're seeing as a result of Azerbaijani attacks here in the hospital?
Absolutely massive. These are not a simple injury that these kids are suffering. Those are 20, 25-year-old kids that are going to defend their own home. They're defending their own country, and they're being blown to pieces by 21st century mighty weapons.
I'm sure you have quite a comfortable life as a surgeon working in Los Angeles. Was it hard to leave that behind and come here to a war zone?
Now, the hardest thing was just to explain to your parents, to your wife, and to your kids that you have to come here and help other kids. That was the most difficult part.
What actually pushed you? Okay. All right.
This is a reality. Usually we get a little siren, so we know we need to go into the bunker. But sometimes siren doesn't work, so we get the bomb before the siren. But it's okay. We're getting used to it.
Getting used to the non-stop bombardment means civilians are abandoning the streets and taking cover underground in some of the same shelters they built 30 years ago. How often are you hearing this sound these days?
Very often, about 30 minutes.
You're not scared?
No,
Why not?
because I'm strong woman. I burn when we have the first war, and when my first words I say go down, they are shooting, they are bombing.
Sona Hambard Zumya is a lawyer and university lecturer.
We have to go down.
When the war started, she sent her 9-year-old son to be with relatives in Armenia. But it'd be so easy for you to just get in the car now, to escape this war, go to Yerevan with your son.
Yes.
Why do you choose to stay?
Հայ եմ եւ այն հայությունը, այն հայի գենը, այն հայ արյունը, որ ինձ տվել է Արցախ աշխարհը, ես պիտի ծառայեցնեմ Արցախի համար։
Please, after you. Like Sona, Armina Alexanian grew up in this conflict. She's now the deputy foreign minister of Nagorno-Karabakh. What do people here want?
People here want peace. People here want to be able to live in their homes in the way they want to live it, their lives. We have to fight for the very right to exist.
If it's as you say, why is the international community almost unanimous in its refusal to recognize the independence or the Armenian connection of Karabakh?
We have nothing to offer, I guess. We don't have the Azeri oil, we don't have the Azeri caviar, we don't use laundromat to bribe European politicians. Azerbaijan is succeeding because it has got the resources, it has got the money, and it can actually use the oil cart to threaten some countries by doing it.
Right now, Azerbaijan, the military is moving in on many fronts. They're bombing all of Karabakh. What happens in the worst case scenario for you if they take control of this territory?
I don't really like answering hypothetical questions, but I don't even consider that question. Because if I don't think of it as something possible, I will never give in. And that's the mindset of every single Karabakhi who lives here. That's why we're still here, even though they're attacking, even though they want to kill us, but we're gonna stay here.
As we prepared to leave, the bombing intensified. The underground bunkers no longer felt safe, and civilians began to flee en masse to Armenia. Among those who left was Sona. We met her again at her sister's home. One stop on her journey to Armenia's capital, Yerevan. Last time we met a few nights ago, you said that you would never leave. What happened that made you finally decide you had to leave?
Ոչ մի ապաստարան չի կարող փրկել այդ ամենը եւ ոչ մի ապաստարան ոչ երկնքում ոչ երկրում երկրի վրա հողի մեջ չի կարող այդ հանգստությունը լինել, այդ փրկությունը լինել, որպեսզի դու կարողանաս փրկվել։ Եվ երբ նկուղում էինք, լույսերը անջատվեցին, այդ հրթիռակոծությունը սկսեց անընդհատ 1, 2, 3, 4 եւ ոչ մի դադար չէր այսպես չէր լինում, չէր դադարում այդ ամենը, երբ երեխան մորը գրկել էր ու աղաչում էր, որ այդտեղից դուրս անեին նրանց, որովհետև հնարավոր է, որ այս հաստ պատերը եւս փլվեն նրանց վրա, երբ որ մայրս վախից ոչինչ չէր խոսում, երբ որ հայրս ծերանում էր աչքիս առջև, ես մտածեցի, որ ես պետք է դուրս գամ այստեղից եւ պետք է նրանց ժպիտի առիթներ թողնեմ եւ կարողանամ ժպիտներ պարգևել նրանց.
Do you think that you will be able to go back to Stepanakert soon?
Yes. Այո, ես հավատում եմ դրան. Գուցե մի քիչ անհավատալի է, գուցե մի քիչ հեքիաթային է, գուցե մի քիչ ռոմանտիկ է հնչում այդ ամենը, բայց ես վստահ եմ, անգամ եթե հող լինի այնտեղ, մենք վերադառնալու ենք, մենք կառուցելու ենք, մենք ապրելու ենք, ծնելու ենք